Nancy Pelosi, the Democratic Congresswoman from California, the former Speaker of the House and the current House Minority Leader, is feeling a little worried nowadays. She just recently sent a letter to Paul Ryan, the current Speaker of the House, urging him to not use documents that were released via the DNC leak, not to use that information during this presidential campaign. She doesn't want Republicans to be using that. And here's a few quotes. Miss Pelosi, she said that the hack was an unprecedented assault on the sanctity of our democratic process. Hold on. There's some more quotes. Okay. She also said that Democrats and Republicans must present a united front in the face of Russia's attempts to tamper with the will of the American people. Also, not yet. Also, she said that defending our democracy is more important than any advantage or disadvantage in this election.
Defending our democracy.
That's a strange way to put it.
So, let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm. Break it down. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Leaks via the DNC that reveal an overwhelming amount of corruption. Mm-hmm. That's democracy? Was she defending our democracy?
Defending our democracy. Yeah. She also said, she connected to Russia, of course. And
so basically, she's saying they should be able to continue the corruption while y'all look the other way.
Yeah,
that's defending democracy. Yeah.
Because look, this is really the whole entirety of her comments in this letter read like, look, these were ill-gotten gains. Okay, this information was stolen. It was hacked by the dirty Russians that are trying to mess up our elections, right? They're trying to stick their nose in where it doesn't belong, right? So because this is, it's like a court case. Because this information was not gained in proper, it wasn't gained properly. It must be thrown out.
We ain't in court.
Ill-gotten gains.
We ain't in court though.
We're not in court. Well, yeah, that's right. We're not in court. So how come we can't use them?
But I do think it's interesting that she's using this as an opportunity for the Republicans and Democrats to unite.
She said let me read that one more time.
Despite our corruption, the Republicans and the Democrats need to unite.
I got to read that one more time. Democrats and Republicans must present a united front in the face of Russia's attempts to tamper with the will of the American people. So basically, she's trying to. I would gather she's trying to be like, well, hey, Republicans, this could happen to you too. Okay, so you gotta have our backs right now. If you want us to have your backs, in the likely case that they steal your stuff.
You think if it was the other way around,
no,
she'd be singing Kumbaya?
No, of course not, because that's not what they do. They go at each other all the time. That's what they do. There's no unity. No. There's no unity in this corrupt two-party system.
That sounds kind of similar to what Hillary Clinton's campaign was doing during the primaries or the end of it. Unity. All of a sudden,
stronger together. Stronger together. And that's what Pelosi wants to do. She wants to be together with the Republicans just on this issue right here. Hey, them big bad boys in Russia sticking their nose when it doesn't belong, we have to come together to say, hey, this is the democracy here. You can't just interfere and get away with it. And please, Mr. Paul Ryan, don't use this stuff because it will damage Hillary Clinton and the Democrats down ballot, Democrats.
I got a question. Did she say any of the information that came from these hacks and leaks was false? Has she even said that?
Well, from what I read, she failed to address that. She failed to address the legitimacy of the leaks.
So
whether they were true or false. She's been silent on it. She chooses instead to attack, not like I said, not the credibility. She chooses to attack who released the information, not what information was released. And what's interesting when I say that, Putin, who is the leader in Russia, right? Now, he has denied all along that their government had anything to do with this. But this quote was especially interesting from him. Listen, does it even matter who hacked this data? The important thing is the content that was given to the public. Haven't we been saying that this whole damn time? It does not matter who the hell released this information. If it was a serial killer, I don't care. Catch him. Catch the serial killer, okay? Put him on trial. Make him pay for his crimes, right? But the information that you're not contesting the credibility of, that stays put and we use it. That's what happens.
But I mean, but why Russia though?
Because
but why Russia?
Because we have a contentious relationship with Russia. So you can be like, it was. I guess the next option would have maybe been Iran.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, why not pick a better one?
Maybe it would have been Iran. But you know what? Exactly. Russia's been hacking here for years. But this particular leak did not come from that hack. This was a leak, not a hack. It wasn't a hack, it was a leak. So somebody somewhere got this information, accessed this information. Maybe that was close to the DNC, maybe within the DNC, I don't know. And then released it to WikiLeaks. It wasn't a hack. So stop trying to conflate the two. But, that's their strategy.
And guess what? I don't care if it was a hack.
I don't care either.
You know what I'm saying?
The information is the information.
How the information was, made public is, irrelevant. It's the information that's important.
Like if I catch you cheating on your wife, I mean,
how you got that information and how you were able to obtain it is irrelevant.
Sorry.
It doesn't change the fact
you were still cheating on your wife, right?
So they over here cheating on democracy, and we supposed to worry about how the information came forward? Nah.
That's unfaithful to democracy, man. Damn right, man.